Hey, folks, welcome back. Hope you haven't missed us too much and you've had a most wonderful past summit and/or Thanksgiving.
I
I know
missed
I
us a
have.
lot.
You missed us? I know I
Yeah.
missed you too. But I had Thanksgiving, so all good.
Mm.
But anyway, we're back. No worries. And we found a new friend for the podcast, which is handy, hence the title. Peter,
Oh, it's
thanks for joining
Peter.
us today.
Peter? Oh, well,
It's not
yeah,
handy.
it's
Oh,
Peter.
anyway, not
Focus,
not
Jess.
handy. Peter, thanks for joining us. Do you want to tell everyone a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Peter Kruis. I live in the Netherlands, a little bit below Rotterdam. I work at Monin IT since 2023, where I do some stuff with databases. After I left my former company, I was like, yeah, let's dig more into the databases than before. I'm one of the organizers of SQL Saturday, which is a data event which is old school DBA stuff again. I organize it with Tony Hauser at Outdorp in the Netherlands. And what do I have more? Yeah, I have a wife, 3 kids, and I think that's about it.
Best not to forget them.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll
It
watch
usually
this.
helps.
Well, probably they will watch this and they will say, "Why didn't you mention us?" So yeah, I
Now you
should
have.
name it. Yeah.
Check. Nice. Well, our first question on the podcast is what your favorite data thing is.
My favorite data thing is the thing I also did my talk on POS about, which is Query Store, which is, yeah, I think one of the great features introduced since SQL Server 2016, which helped me find a lot of performance issues for customers.
Nice. Yeah, Query Store is super useful.
If
Yeah,
Erin was here, I'm pretty sure she would agree.
She would.
probably would she would indeed. Yeah, yeah, it's I really like it. I had so many clients, for example, like an upgrade. They were like, "Yeah, it's slow now," and couldn't find anything back. And then you check Query Store, and it's like, "Yeah, we just got a new plan, so we can fix it for now, but you should create a proper SQL to make it a better fix forever."
Nice.
Create a proper sequel to make it a better fix forever is coincidentally the title of my memoirs. So sometimes these things.
Yeah, we
I thought
probably
I
have
thought you
some
were gonna
stuff.
say it's like a mythical thing that's never happened.
I mean, there's also that.
Exactly, people click force plan and never look at it again,
Yeah.
but it's
Fixed.
fine. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
However,
yeah, I
no, I
think
want to
it's
change
still
my answer. I think we have a new plan is actually the title of my memoirs.
I think we have a new plan.
you
I
can
like
write
that.
a new book about it.
Yeah.
Let's start over again.
You can
Another
have two
book.
volumes of memoirs.
There's that. Well, then again, we all know what usually happens if I write a book on something. So, do we
Oh.
really want Query Store to go away, or what is happening here?
Well,
Yeah.
I thought you meant, do we really want you to write a book about you? And then I was like, oh God.
And I mean, there's also that, but
Bad times.
Yep.
Anyway. No, Query Store is super,
so many
super
stories I could
useful.
tell.
Especially for folks that haven't got like another monitoring solution in place, right? And they come to you and they're like, "Oh, something was slow this morning," and you're like, At least with Courier
Yes.
Store, you can see what was going on at that time.
Exactly. Yeah. And even though I'm in a consulting company and have a lots of clients, many of them are still like monitoring tool. Why should I buy that? And even
Yeah.
though if your database is still the base of everything, I think it should be monitored. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, clients think another way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Do you recommend turning Query Store on for all the databases in client environments when you go in there if it's not already turned on?
It depends. Yes, there it is.
Consultants.
Yes, woo!
Yes.
Um,
Crushed it.
exactly. Well, the SQL Server 2016, because it's still in production a lot, I wouldn't advise to do it immediately. You definitely should turn the settings. However, 2022, normally I would say yes, enable it and go for it.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's on default now going forwards,
Exactly, yeah,
right?
since
So
2022 and also in the cloud. However, when you restore a database, it's still yeah on the same state as before. So when
mm-hmm.
migrating, yeah, if you are going from a 2016 or later, I would advise to turn it on beforehand so you can see regression after it has been deployed to your new server.
Nice.
Yes,
Good tips.
cool.
so if I'm taking a backup now and then I'm restoring it, it will retain that across that backup chain.
Yes.
Did not know that. I mean, it does make sense
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's
the
all
data
until
in the
is
obviously it
in
database.
your
doesn't at some
database.
point, but
Mm.
because that could have some very funny side. By could I mean will. Let's face it.
Yeah, it's data within your database, so it will be in your backup, and it's still visible after you restore it. So
Hmm.
when you move your server and it has less resources, you can see quite some
That's
cool
the thing.
things. Yeah,
I never really thought about it, to be honest. I wasn't really aware that this is stored in the actual database. I kind of considered this to be something that's stored in the master database, um,
no,
which it's
unfortunately not.
apparently not. So,
Well, they should
I
make
mean,
a
you're
query
saying
store
unfortunate.
over
It has
query
its pros
store.
and cons. It's just something you need to be aware of, and this
Hmm.
is one of the many examples that prove that it's very good that I'm not a DBA. So,
No, with unfortunately, I meant they should make a query store over query store. So for your server instance, you
Hmm.
should be able to see all your query stores information instead of seeing it per database.
I totally agree with that. We
Yeah.
had a client that had like almost 200 databases on an instance with no monitoring, and they were like, something happened last night at 1 a.m. And I was like, ugh. But you can get some of that information out of the database tables, right? So
Yeah, yeah, the
there are
movies are good,
stored
accessible.
procs or PowerShell options for getting all that data into one place.
Yep.
So
I mean, you could also just respond, fixed something at 3 p.m. today if something broke at 1 a.m. last night.
no problem. Everything's
Yep.
good.
We did it.
Yeah.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
See, I learned something new today.
That's why we're here, for us to learn things.
That's,
Uh,
I mean,
I thought it was meeting people, but
Well,
learning can
that's
be a great
subjective.
coincidence. Yeah.
uh, I can see why you would think that, but no.
No, it's just about you getting to learn something. Yeah.
Stealing
Correct,
knowledge. Yep.
correct.
Makes sense.
Uh,
Join
One
my
thing
session.
that I've been eager to learn for quite a while is what Peter likes doing when he's not doing data things.
Wow,
Beautiful.
what a fluent switch of it. I like to play football, the European football, so soccer for the USA listeners. And I love to do gaming. So I'm not sure which one you want to talk about, but I like
I mean,
to do
so
both
Peter,
of
when
them.
we said, and when
One
we
thing.
again emphasized it in the
Mm-hmm.
briefing, like
Mm-hmm. In
the
the
second,
checklist.
if
Hmm.
we want one
Mm-hmm.
answer, which
Okay.
part of that was unclear to you? Just to help us to improve our checklist.
Okay. Let's go for my gaming.
Aha.
I was going to say you can
Yes.
go football gaming. There could be a
Ooh.
crossover.
Okay,
Yes, my
Jess,
FIFA,
could you
but yeah.
please decide on which team you are here? Because some
Yeah.
things
Sorry,
Yeah,
Ben.
I have such a large list of things I like to do.
So gaming. What kind of games
game.
you playing?
But currently, I'm into Battlefield
Okay.
6 as it has been deployed a month ish back. I'm not that good at it, but it's good to do some gaming, getting my mind off the thinking, and meanwhile
Away
chatting
from
with
the
my
computers.
friends.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Another screen would be good to have over there. So
What are we doing in this game? I've no idea about it.
I
oh,
was
okay.
going to ask that exact same question
Okay,
because
now for the people who aren't into gaming, it's a World War shooter, so it's a first-person shooter. So you're looking from the eyes of a soldier, and yeah, you are mainly just doing some war games.
Gotcha.
so
Nice.
so basically something like Doom or
Yeah,
Quake.
but then nicer visualized. But
Well, I
yeah,
mean, Doom and Quake.
What?
yeah,
So what you're
it's
saying
some
is
times
they
ago
have
with Doom.
increased the 1990 something graphics from when I was last looking at something like that. Got it.
Exactly, but it's partially the same. However, I usually do the multiplayer, so playing against other people, having a chat with them.
Nice.
I prefer that. So because the gaming is
Counter
fun.
Strike. I've heard of that.
Yes, it's more like something of that. Yeah,
I
Nice.
mean,
Do you,
there was a multiplayer version of Quake as well. Just saying.
I've never played that before. It was there when I was
Yeah, I'm
little.
pretty sure you weren't born back then. So,
Exactly, something like that. Well, no,
Raven.
I had it when I think I was 10 or 12, I think, but I've never played it. I missed something out, I
Oh, there you
guess.
go. Go look it up after this podcast.
Makes
Yeah.
sense. Makes sense.
Yes. So you learned something new today. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look at this,
However,
sharing the knowledge.
Yeah,
it's
that's
what
how
we
we
do. However, you may be slightly underwhelmed by the visuals and graphics of that 1919 something game. I mean,
Well,
then again, I have no idea if they ever made any sequels of that actually work
To be
and
fair, though,
utilize modern
some
hardware.
some of the new games are so complicated. Sometimes it's nice to go back to a game that is just like more simple, you know?
yeah,
Agreed. But then again,
the
there's
older
stuff out
games.
there. And again, I don't really game, but I've seen like screenshots of the latest flight simulator where I'm like, I mean, it's basically still the very same game that I played, I'm gonna say 30 plus years ago. But looking at those screenshots, slight improvements in graphics and
Slight.
real-time behavior and all that. So
But do you not think there are way more buttons and toggles and things to do in it now versus the 30-year flight simulator?
well, maybe the 30-year one, but then again, there were so the last one I've ever played was like I'm gonna say late 90s.
Hmm.
And it had, if you wanted to, it had all the toggles and knobs and switches. I mean,
Okay.
it had very realistic cockpits and everything. So, and there were all these, I mean, these people that really built like a at home. You could buy all these gadgets and everything. So
Hmm.
I
Didn't
don't think
realize that.
functionality or
There you
it
go.
probably has also increased on like how realistic it is when something like fails or so, because
Mm-hmm.
obviously back then you could basically fly through a mountain and then it took another 5 minutes for the game to even realize what just happened.
Oh, missing a wing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I do like realistic games like Battlefield, but also games which are totally not realistic are very fun to play.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, like the 2-day-old game gaming style, it also had something.
For sure. Nice. Well, all that gaming must make you pretty hungry.
Well,
And even if
So,
not, I mean, if you're gaming, you want to have a little snacky snack on the side at
little
least.
snacky snack, maybe a little butter. But what would you say your favorite food is?
well, while I'm gaming, I usually turn on my barbecue, so
Ooh,
my barbecue can make the food while I'm gaming, and
perfect.
the dish on my barbecue to make it even more clear. My favorite one, I think, would be veal in red wine sauce, so veal cheeks. That's really soft meat, um, but it's yeah, a really nice taste, and I love to make it on my barbecue. It does take several hours though, but yeah, it's
You
worth
can
the
play
Which
your
effort.
means you
game
have
while
to
it
play for
goes.
several hours. Oh no.
Yeah,
Bummer.
that's such a bummer.
Bad things
Nice.
happen to good people, or I don't know. But
Something
let
like
me
that.
start with that. Kudos for being very specific on that food because it was not just
Mm-hmm.
barbecue, it was a very specific dish. So, after the
Mm-hmm.
initial letdown on question number two, I have to say,
I corrected it.
Mm-hmm. And you did
Ah,
good on question number one too, a very specific feature of Secret
at
yeah,
this
Service.
point,
so
I'm
That
two
wondering
was
out
if
of
it's me
three
because
is.
he really only let me down with my
that's
questions.
true.
So,
Maybe you didn't ask it well enough.
yeah.
Yeah, I think in the pre-requirements you said, yeah, one data thing, and I was like, yeah, for the other one I can mention two, but yeah, because of
So your
the burn
checklist
we
wasn't good
had,
enough.
yeah, that it was
Mm.
like,
Yeah, it might really be me because I mean, this is only episode 127, so we're really
We'll get there.
still.
We'll get
I've
there.
I've
It's a learning
never heard
curve.
it before. Yeah, exactly.
We're just
Everybody
finding
learns
our
things.
feet. It's
Probably
cool.
you've learned another thing today.
We're finding our feet. Again.
Oh, new podcast. That's on the other channel though. Find it in the show notes. Get it? They're down here.
Yeah. We're still not doing finding data feed just because.
Oh, bummer. I got so much content for you. I thought we were
Sounds
gonna
cheesy.
monetize this. Sounds cheesy. Oh, it is. Ah,
See what I
amazing.
did there. By the way, speaking of food, Jess, for
Mm.
Thanksgiving, did you have like
Yes.
a turkey carved out of butter?
Yes.
No.
No, the turkey was
Again, the
smothered in
butter.
butter, maybe. I just had a side of butter with my turkey. Like
It,
drumstick in one hand, stick of butter in the other.
was that the case, or did you have a side of turkey with your butter? Because I mean,
Oh,
the size of.
I cannot say that.
Aha!
Secrets.
I knew it.
Why does it always get to butter eventually?
It's my favorite food.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ben doesn't
It
agree
may,
with me that it's a food, and so we have an ongoing argument about whether it's an actual food or an ingredient.
I'm luckily that wasn't one of the things I need to prepare for this session. Like,
True.
what's your opinion?
I mean, we're still hoping for people to actually come up with their favorite non-data thing being carving stuff out of butter, just because that would be something. It's like ice sculpturing, but with butter.
You know, they do that at Thanksgiving, don't they? Like tables have like a turkey that is.
That's why I was
butter
asking if you had like a butter turkey. So
I see. I didn't have that. I just had a plain old stick of butter. But maybe I should
missed
learn
opportunity
to carve
right there. Yes, you should.
butter
It
into
should be your
turkeys.
new favorite non-data thing, carving the butters.
I need a new hobby. This is perfect.
Yeah.
Winter's coming. The days are getting shorter. I can't cycle anymore, so I'm gonna carve some butter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
My wife is gonna love this. She's gonna come home. There's just massacred butter everywhere. Don't ask what
giant
happened.
turkey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know anything about me,
let's
but my artistic skills are like really limited. Like I can draw a stick figure. That's it. So I'm just not certain how this is gonna go. But
It
But
might
then
also just be
while
lack of
learning
practice.
it, yeah, exactly.
You're right.
And while learning it, you should go live. We all can see your learning curve doing that. People
Streaming
can learn
butter
from
carving.
it as well. So
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
finding butter friends.
I
Something that you can name it.
Finding butter.
Finding butter will also.
And I've got to go. I've got a plan.
I can. Good thing we are at time because apparently Jess has to make a run to the local butter shop. Also, we're still on a quest, Peter, to mess with the AI thingy that I wrote. That is actually using all the transcriptions for every single episode to see which is the most used word. And butter, butter, butter is definitely on the way up there.
Butter.
But
Oh, that was almost butter.
I know. Well, the thing is, if I say badam, it kind of depends on how the transcription would actually pick it up. And sometimes it gets slightly
Find out next week, folks.
Check the AI most used word dashboard in the show notes below. Or don't.
Great.
It may not be there. Anyways, I got a dashboard to update. So, Peter, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes,
thank you for having me.
It was our pleasure. Jess, thank you. Good luck with your carving skills. I look forward to hear more about it next week.
Can't wait to share it with you.
We will still have a guest next week, but we may not get to talk to them because Jess will just be using the 15 minutes to show us everything she carved out of butter. This is a butter stick. This is also a butter stick, but I carved it out of another butter stick. So, anyways, thank you all. Thanks all for watching, and we see you next week with more butter and yet another friend. Bye.
Bye, friends. Bye-bye.